I had a few thoughts about what happened today, and so I figured I should write them down. So I'm just going to read to you what I wrote down. After awaking to news of the horrific tragedy in Orlando this morning, my mind and body flooded with so many emotions. Shock, confusion, disgust, anger, sadness, grief. However, there's one feeling that I refuse to accept, and that is fear. I will not allow the actions of one deranged, bigoted, hateful individual to instill fear into my life. I will not cease from living my life as a proud gay man. I will not be dissuaded from holding my boyfriend's hand in public, or feel uneasy when showing affection for him through a kiss on his lips. I will not be afraid for myself. I will not be afraid on behalf of my boyfriend. I will not be afraid on behalf of my parents and my brother and my cousins and my aunts and uncles and grandparents and friends and neighbors and coworkers and anyone else who is connected to the LGBTQ community. I will not be afraid on behalf of those who were injured and those who lost their lives in Orlando. I will not be afraid because living in fear will only prevent us from living and loving authentically. Being afraid will send a message to those who have yet to come out, to those without a community of love and acceptance, to those who believe that their lives are not worth living, that they should remain in the closet, that they should not seek out help and guidance from others, that their life is not worth living if it means living in fear. Instead, I choose to feel empowered. I choose to feel emboldened. I choose to be proud, and I choose to live as authentically tomorrow as I did yesterday and as I do today. I choose to wave the pride flag high. I choose to hold my boyfriend's hand in public and kiss him whenever I so please. I choose to be proud and free for all the lives that were lost and for all the families and communities that will forever be altered. And for all the people, young and old, in the U.S. and around the world, who cannot live proudly and freely. My heart is broken, but that doesn't mean it can't be repaired. To those celebrating Pride today, tomorrow, this month, and every day, I hope that you choose not to be afraid. I hope that you stand tall as members and allies of the LGBTQ+ community and let your voices be heard. We've overcome so many seemingly insurmountable barriers in the past. Maybe our community is the one that may finally take on gun violence in America and effect some meaningful change. So while we grieve and send our thoughts to those affected by this tragedy, don't just pray for Orlando. Be proud for Orlando.